I feel disconnected at times to the term Whakapapa. I only know that my Whakapapa begins in the roots of Germany and the plains of Kansas, where my ancestors immigrated to. Even the word ancestor feels distant to me because I do not know their stories. I only know their names marked on a graveyard in Massachusetts and the grasslands of a state I visited as a child. The layers of my Whakapapa seem to resonate more in the mists of the forests where I grew up in Oregon. I know the hills of cedars and pines more than I know the names of my own Whakapapa and their stories. Anahera Gildea guides my understanding by referring to the twin of a word. Genealogy is an integrated borrowing of what Whakapapa means, but it does not encompass the word entirely. Gildea also notes in her article Bone Shame, Grief, Te Ao Māori, and the Liminal Space where translation fails, that translation creates discomfort, a chasm that must be scaffolded. She also notes in her work that reading poetry or other written works creates the issue of assumption on terminology, which can cripple the writer and the reader. Just as I feel distant from my own Whakapapa, I feel a gap in my understanding to fully grasp the term and its meaning within literary works. I feel desperate to understand and also unsure how to be understood within Te Ao Māori. Gildea also points out that Whakapapa is utterly fundamental, and in Te Ao Māori, everything begins with, is surrounded by, and originates from Whakapapa. Alice to Punga Somerville pulls the same idea across my understanding through her poem Rākau. Her line rings across my veins because of my own Whakapapa connected to the trees and the mountains that hold them. Somerville says in the poem, "We know that carvers coax something or someone who's already there in the wood." Later, she uses more coarse language by telling the carver to stop picking away at flesh. The tree is not bark to be carved up, but is alive and breathing. She guides this understanding of our connection to our own Whenua and our Whakapapa by showing the connection to the natural world around us. Our identity and belonging cannot be carved up, split up, or hacked away at because it is living. The last line in the poem reads, "The wood you're trying to carve is still a tree," further solidifying the notion that although the tree may seem only like a resource to colonizers, it is not that way in Te Ao Māori. The tree is alive, breathing. Understanding Whakapapa in Māori storytelling helps to read written text, resonate with art pieces, and listen to music in a way that connects us to the storytellers themselves. We can understand the context of where an author is coming from by learning about their worldview and perspective on Whenua, Whānau, and their place within their own Whakapapa. By taking the time to learn, we can deepen our connection to Te Ao Māori and look for further ways to engage with stories and how it affects the past, the present, and the future. I'm still learning how to grasp the concept of my own Whakapapa and whether it feels right to use the language for myself or to only be a listener of others who are more connected to the land and the iwi and Aotearoa. I've written much about the severing of belonging and the way it gnarls around and twisted roots, but I never considered the layers in which my own Whakapapa play a role in how I approach stories, storytellers, and the context around them. Whakapapa means more to me now than just a list of genealogy. It is the layers of relationships, community, and Whānau. It is my past, my present, and my future. There is no linearity of time. It flows backwards and forwards to create not only a worldview and perspective, but connects me to a sense of belonging, of kinship with the world around me, and to see the land and the people around me as relatives of the same spirit.